Hi guys, my name's Sam. This is the Potager podcast. I'm coming to you from inside my house today. You can find me on Instagram at Potager or on Ravelry at orangedrosomemore. Those links will be down in the description, as well as anything that I talk about today, so like patterns, yarn, whatever. They'll all be down there for you if you want to know. Sorry for missing a week. I've been trying to film every week, but because of some stuff that was going on and some projects I was working on and this, I didn't actually have a chance to film last week. But I'm back and I have lots to talk about because I've made a lot in the past week, and obviously I got this craft station set up. I'm super excited to show it to you guys. It's kind of a mess right now because I only actually had time to put everything in it last night, so there's still some work to be done, but the first wave is done. I have a cool time lapse to show you all the work that went into making this a reality. I know I've talked about it on Instagram, but obviously it's been 2 weeks since I've been here, but I got my hair cut off. I love it so much. The only reason I'm wearing the hat today is because there's a little bit of messiness happening over here because I didn't pay that much attention when I was getting ready this morning, so. And it's funny, people have been, my coworkers especially, have been ragging on me saying, why'd you get all your hair cut off, you know, right before the fall and winter when it's going to be cold? And I'm like, you guys, I admit, I have so many things that I could put on my head. So other announcements, the adventure hat is out. I released that August 30th or August 29th. I don't remember, 2 Fridays ago. And it is out for sale. 50% of the sales will go to APIB, and it's out there. And I'm going to insert at least one picture here of my dad and stepmom wearing their hats in Alaska. They've been sending me so many of these, and it's just so cute. This one here is my favorite. So yeah, super cute. They love their hats. I've talked about it enough now. Let's keep going. So I'm going to start with finished objects. I only have 2 this week, but they're 2 mighty ones. So the first thing is right here. So backstory, this weekend obviously was Labor Day weekend here in the US, and I needed something with a little bit of instant gratification because I knew I was going to have this big project to work on. And I was going through a lot of my yarn that I had in my stash, which I think there's a part of the video later you can kind of see. It's just a bunch of bins. They were just a bunch of bins in the corner over there. Now, obviously, I have this, so all my stuff's organized. But I was trying to cut down on some of the stuff that I might not necessarily use. I've done a few cleaning sweeps through everything before, but this is the first time that, like, I've tried to think of ways that I could use the yarn to donate it rather than just giving it away, like donating the actual yarn. So I had a bunch of this super bulky yarn. There were a couple skeins that I had bought for projects that it just wasn't going to work for because it was too thick. Pieces like, I can't remember if it was this orange I had made into a cowl, and then the black, some of the black and like this orange, I made one of those Phelan fox cowls. It's the cute ones that you see all around where it's like a little girl with like a little fox hood. So cute. So I made one for my niece the year before, and still had leftover yarn sitting in my stash, and it like wasn't really enough of anything to do anything significant, but they all kind of went together. So you can kind of see this was like just a whole skein of Bernat roving. There's some Hometown USA super bulky thick and quick something, Bernat thick and quick. I don't remember the names of them because some of them didn't even have labels anymore. So I made this. It's Tunisian crochet, because that was the other thing. I was like, hey, this is a perfect opportunity for me to practice Tunisian crochet with those hooks that I got. Yeah, so it's thick. She's thick. She's big. And the edging is in wool. Yeah, so my plan with this, it's a nice thick rectangular blanket, is I'm going to see if I can donate it to the animal shelter. Because it would be perfect for, I know that it would be perfect for a dog. I think I've seen that they accept blanket donations, especially for winter, so that they can lay down blankets in the kennels where the dogs are at, so that they're not just like laying on concrete, obviously. So I thought that would be kind of cute if I could like get this to a dog that needs a home and keep them a little bit warm while they're waiting for their home. So yeah, this was a nice quick project. It only took me about 3 nights. of just kind of like casually working on it this weekend, and I got pretty decent with the Tunisian. It looks nice. So yeah, yay! I'll just put that down, and one of my cats will probably fall asleep on it while I'm sitting here. So I have one other finished object, and it's yarn. I spun some yarn. It's in here. So this was that magenta fiber that I was showing last time. Lewis, no. Lay down. Good. Be a good boy. He's rumbling. He missed me. Sit in my lap. So this is that magenta fiber that I showed last time that I wasn't really sure if it was going to... I wasn't really sure if it was felted. I wasn't really sure if it was going to spin very well, and boy was I wrong. It's really smooth. It has a longer, I think it's called staple length. So I think that's why I was a little bit unsure, because I was like, like I'm pulling on it and it's not really drafting. So, yeah, I spun this in like 2 days. I think just like 2 sittings. I was alternating between this and the blanket, and I really love how it turned out. It was really easy to spin, and yeah, so I'll be either making this directly into a cake, or I'll at least turn it into a little mini skein like I did. Oh, my other ones are on over there. You can't really see it, but yeah. So this is done. So whips. My other cat is coming to say hello now. Ugh. Chonks. She's so funny. Can you say hello? Can you say hello? Oh, you're beautiful. I've actually had pretty decent progress on my whips this week. Okay, so the one that's not knitting related, I've been posting some videos, I've been posting some pictures of the progress on my coffee table. So my friend Jess, I talked about this last time, I think, because it was right before we started. My friend Jess is a really, really talented painter, and she wanted to come over and help me paint our coffee table to be space. So it's so close to being done, but it's also one of those things where like I've kind of let her take over because I'm not super great at painting, and it's gotten to the point where a lot of it is very detailed work. So she's finishing up some of the swirly galaxy parts, and then hopefully sometime next week, if all goes well, we will be able to finish that up and then sprinkle stars on it and then seal it, and the coffee table done. So I've been working on my weekender sweater, and I made pretty significant progress. So I think last time I remember I hadn't finished the back or the front, whichever one I did second. So that's done now, and the shoulders are seamed. So you can kind of see here, that part's done. So I just need to do the sleeves and finish weaving in all these many ends that are literally everywhere. Yeah, looking forward to this sweater being done. I don't know when I'm gonna finish it. I think this is gonna be my next big push to finish, because it's like a pretty cool day today. I was actually cold at work today. I was wearing this tank top and then a sweater over top of it, and I was like shivering. This is what I've been taking to work with me. It's my Citron shawl. My Citron shawl. So yeah, I made pretty decent progress on that. I still really like this. This is in the Knit Picks lace shadow something that I got. I don't have a tag for it anymore because I got it before I cared about what kind of yarn I was using. But yeah, I like it. You can kind of, cool, you can kind of see here how the sections play out. I'm in the 4th out of 5 sections, plus there's like a rippled edging. So this has been my work knitting, because there's a lot of sections where it's just knit straight across, purl straight across, so it's good for while being in meetings. So I did a couple rows today, but it was kind of a busy day, so I didn't really have a whole lot of time. And I think tomorrow's gonna be pretty busy too, but yeah, so that's been a good, steady project to work on, and I think like I can finally see the finish line on that one, even though, because I'm getting closer to the edge, the rows are longer. It's just because there's significant progress. I can see the finish line. It's very satisfying. And then the last thing I've been working on is my rift. So I talked about this last week, or 2 weeks ago, I guess, when I was showing off that yarn that my dad and stepmom got me. It was this from Wood. Goddamn, I always forget what it's called. Drop the tag on the floor. It's the Wood Wool Stone. I was right. Pretty close. So they're like this when they're caked. Before I hadn't even caked them. And I couldn't tell that it was like a gradient. Like a fade before. But yeah, it is. So that's what it looks like on the ball. So what my plan is with the Rift tee is I'm going to use this pink color, which is on the outside of the balls. I'm alternating skeins because I have 2 of these. 2. And I'm going to go pink. Excuse me, boob. I'm going to do pink like all the way up to here. And then I'm going to do whatever I need to finagle to get to the blue section and do the blue up here. I think it's going to look really cute. So I'm glad that I decided to alternate skeins. I don't know if this is going to show up on camera, but they are significantly different. Like the pink color is significantly different. So this side's lighter and this side's darker. But I kind of like how it's turning out. I don't think that she dyes her skeins, the person who dyes this yarn, I don't think she dyes her skeins in like batches. I think she just kind of plays around with color because none of these were even named colorways. It was just kind of like all there. So, but there's nothing wrong with that. So this is how far I got. Pretty decent. I really like how this is knitting up. You can kind of see, I don't know if it's going to show up on camera, but you can kind of see where it starts getting stripey. Yeah, it's not showing up that well. Maybe a little bit. Like it's getting stripey closer to here. The bottom part is pretty consistently darker, but as you go up here, you can distinctly see the alternating skeins. So yeah, I was just kind of keeping that in mind as I'm working on it. This one probably isn't my top priority to finish just because I honestly am not going to be able to wear it that much by the time I'm done with it because it's now getting into the fall season. I mean, I guess I could wear it to work, like if I'm going somewhere indoors, but I'm more focused on the sweater and stuff right now. Oh, this one's not really technically a whip because I'm about to tear this out. So as I was going through my yarn, I found out that I don't have that much black yarn, which seems strange because I love the color black and I wear black a lot, but I just don't have a lot of black yarn. And my coworker wanted me to knit him a hat in black, and this was the only yarn that I have, and I don't like it that much. Like, I'll use it as accents, but it's really splitty and kind of shitty, so I had to buy more yarn. Oops. So, acquisitions. I even got more before I took notes about my acquisitions in here. And then today when I was on my way home from work, I got more. I need to be stopped. So I'm going to start with pins. Because I have a few. So these ones my wife actually got for me. They're from Greer Stuthers? Greer Stuthers. This is someone that my wife follows on Tumblr. And they, I believe, they're the one, Panger and Grimm. So they have like their thing on Tumblr is like they have a cat and a bunny and there's this whole thing, yeah. If I remember correctly. So yeah, they make these cool enamel pins. So the first one that she got me, and the whole thing around their enamel pins is really cool. So it'll be like you pick an egg and then the egg will hatch and that's what your pin gets. So it's a little bit of like, you're not really sure exactly what it's going to look like, but you do know the theme that it's going to have. So the first one was like a fire Pokemon themed, and it's, I think it's their rabbit that died named Wheat Thick. but as a like fire starter Pokemon kind of thing. So it's a little shiny. You can kind of see there's glitter, and the back of the like pin, like what it's on, is a Poke card kind of thing. It says Wheat Thick at the top. Wow, that's really not focusing that well. But yeah, so that's the first one that I got. And then the other one was, I don't remember what the theme was supposed to be, but I just thought it was cool, and she thought it was cool. So these are actually bioluminescent, or glow in the dark. Yeah, it's glow in the dark. And it's this huge fairy ring. Look how pretty it is. So this middle part glows in the dark, and a couple of little accents on the mushrooms glow in the dark. I love it. It's so me. In addition to those, I got more pins. So, I'm starting to kind of have a thing for pins. I'm starting to collect enamel pins. So this is my work backpack. So the first new one that I got is this pizza one here, the Munch Squad. So that one is a McElroy joke. So if you listen to my brother and me, got my Munch Squad pin. And the other one is from my Knit Picks order. And that is, and this is kind of funny and ironic. It says, Knit 1, Sip 2. And I'll explain why it's funny and ironic later. I can't drink right now. So yeah, that's my little pin collection in my backpack. I haven't decided. I think I'm going to put these on, but like lower, because I have a couple pins here. The Pinky and the Brain one. I might put those down here because there's already a lot up here. So yeah, that's my pins. So we went to the Capona Festival, which I'm going to talk more about in a moment. And I got this there. So this is a juniper bonsai tree. It's really pretty. It smells nice. It's a spiky boy. I actually named this one June the Juniper because I'm so creative. And she will be residing up on the top of this shelf, which you can't really see. Here, I'll just show you. There's some space up there. So they're both up there. And then this one I just got yesterday. It was $4.50 at Giant. I think the sticker's still on the bottom. Oops. $4.49 actually. And it is a ficus of some sort. And I just thought it was cute because it's got like one of those like exposed little root things. And it was on clearance, and there's nothing wrong with it. It probably needs to be repotted. I thought that it was funny that it was in a little like flask thing. It's called a Plant Science Assortment on its price tag. But yeah, I don't know. I thought this was a nifty little thing. I like science, so it just seemed right. I need to stop trying to pick this tag off because it's not going to come off. Yeah, original price was $17.99, so that's a bargain. It's not like the most luscious tree, but there's nothing wrong with it. It has like maybe one place where it had a dead branch, but like, she's healthy. There's a lot of moss on here. I don't know why. Like, an inordinate amount of moss. Wait, I can jam that in there. Yeah. Girl, you got this. And like, I'll go and look in like the sad, I call it the sad plant section. Quite often, just because sometimes you'll find flowers and stuff that can still have a second run. Or something like this. A cute little bonsai that there's nothing wrong with it. And they probably just aren't selling this like run of plants anymore, and I got a good deal and a new little friend. So this, because it is a, what did I name it? I named it something stupid too. And the tag's over there, of course. It's a ficus. I think I was gonna name this one Fiona the Ficus, and then, yeah, Fiona the Ficus. They're so happy. I'm gonna put them back where they belong. What else did I get? pottery. So So I got this little bowl. This is from Ryan K Designs, I believe. There's another little guy in here. And a business card holder, because eventually I want to start dyeing yarn. So I like this kind of stuff. So I don't really have any use for it right now, but when I start like dyeing yarn or selling stuff at craft fairs, I now have a cute little green pottery thing and then this shiny little bowl. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but look at it. So anyway, a lot of the places that sell pottery in my area will have like a $5 bargain bin kind of thing. So that's what both of these were from. I'm pretty sure this one was just in there because like the glazing's a little inconsistent around the edges, so it's not completely sealed. It's not dishwasher safe or anything like that. But I liked it. It's a little shiny. Honestly, I'll probably leave it on this desk. I'm gonna put it over here for now, just as a little catch-all, and then this I'm gonna hide away somewhere until I'm ready for it. Like here, sounds great. Great, I'm finding storage. So the other thing that I bought at Capona is this mug, which I'm about to drink out of. I've been leaving it alone because I wanted to make sure I remembered to show it. This was made for me. I was so excited when we got to this stand because there were so many really funny pun-related mugs and plates. So this is Mayde by Meg, M-A-Y-D-E by Meg. This is her business card. Yeah. And this mug is the bee's knees. I'm fucking dying. I love it. So first of all, I love bees. So that was the first thing that sold me. And it's a pun. And it's a cool, I don't have any mugs that are shaped like this. It's a nice, like, little stout one. I could see myself even, like, making some soup. Or, like, this will be good for, like, hot chocolate. Or, like, if I want to dip cookies in milk. It's a nice wide mouth. And it's just so cute. So, yeah, the bees go all the way around. And then there's a knee on the front. I love it. I'm such a dork, but I get so excited about this kind of stuff. So yeah, when I'm done here, I'm either gonna make myself tea or hot chocolate or coffee or something so that I can use my cute bee's knees mug. Ecstatic. Utterly ecstatic. And then I ordered from Knit Picks. So along with that pin, I ordered some yarn from Knit Picks. The reason why is because I didn't want to wait until there were other sales too that I would be tempted by, and then that backfired because there was a sale that I wanted to be involved with. But I'm planning Christmas socks for this year, and I'll put the link down below of the two that I want to do. One of them is it Odenenbaum? I think, maybe? I don't know. There's just a plain Christmas tree one, and I wanted to have some plain tan yarn to use in the background. I think this is the one I ordered two of. I got an extra ball of yarn, which, like, I'm not super mad about because it's pretty, but, like, whatever. But yeah, anyway. So this is Wool of the Andes in Gosling. So it's just kind of like a grayish tan color. I don't usually buy this color yarn, but it's for Christmas socks. And I actually have magenta yarn. I think I'm going to do Christmas trees in magenta with this as the background. It'll be cute. It was yarn that I bought a couple months ago, and I think it's going to be perfect. I think I want to do that. And then I'm going to do the ugly Christmas sweater socks. It was like Hey Sister Yarn Co. Did a knit along with it last year with their yarn, and now I think they like don't sell yarn or anything anymore, which is a shame because I was just starting to get into their stuff and like watching their podcasts and stuff, and then something must have happened and they left. Who knows? I really was like just dipping my toes when I found out about that, but in like the whole yarn community. But so I'm gonna knit those, and this is my base color. It's this it's Stroll Tweed fingering in Down Heather. And I'm going to make them fairly short too, which is why I only got one of those. And then I'd only ordered one of these, but I got two. But it's fine. So this is Stroll Tweed in Wellies Heather. So it's got like little brown flecks in it. So I thought these two will be good as the base, and then I just need to pick some sock yarn to accent it. I have green yarn already for the tree part, and then I just need some colors for the lights, and I'm going to do the stripes on the foot. So these are great. I've never had Stroll Tweed before, but these are really soft and they were really inexpensive too. So maybe once I work my way through, by the way, this is all my sock yarn right here. And that's all the significant ones. There's also, sorry for the clanging. This jar is where I'm starting to save all my little scraps of yarn, and it's cute because it's bees. That's all my scrap sock yarn. So, yeah, socks. I have plenty of sock yarn, but once I get through this, or if I just need some accent, like plain colors, I'll probably get more stroll tweed because this is really soft and really cheap. But I'm not a big fan of ordering from Knit Picks unless there's like a significant amount of stuff that I want to order, which is why I was kind of okay with ordering extra. Like I got the pin, and then I also got some fiber to spin. So this is all wool of the Andes. And I got it in 3 different colors. I think they were all on clearance or on sale. I don't remember. But they were pretty inexpensive as well. I think they were like $3.50 a piece. I don't remember though because I ordered these like weeks ago because it takes a couple weeks for Knit Picks to get here. But yeah, so this first one is Salsa Heather. So it has a little bit of like yellow and orangey and like a tiny bit of red tones. So digging that. And then I got this Aurora Heather. So that's like a green, and there's a little bit of lighter green in it as well. And then I've got Amethyst Heather. So this is purples. So yeah, I don't know. I thought they were pretty, and I just really wanted to spin more. And yeah, I said I wasn't really going to buy any more stuff. And then I bought this. And then I went to the store today. So I went to Michael's today. So I went to Michael's today. Oh, God. Remember, I'm not buying things anymore? I'm not buying yarn because I have this, and there's yarn down here, and there's yarn down here. My cat's staring at me because she knows she's judging me. So this hat that I was trying to make for my coworker wasn't happy with it, and I was like, you know what? I have a long day to work from home tomorrow, and I have a weekend, and I'd rather just get the yarn now because I can start it. I might even start it tonight. So I went to Michael's, and there's something else. Oh, it was a coupon. So this is kind of falling apart, so I'm going to have to rewind some of it, but it is Loops and Threads Joy DK. I thought that this was Hobby Lobby, but no, that's B. I don't know. All I know is that it was $1.12. Shh, don't tell him that I only spent $1.12 on his yarn. But yeah, it's like falling apart, so I'm gonna have to rewind it. But for $1.12 for some black yarn, I couldn't pass it up. If I don't end up liking this, then I will just go to a regular yarn store and get better yarn this weekend. But I figured it was worth a try because I am selling a hat to him, so you know. Yeah, my hair is real gross because I keep touching it. I need to stop. And then I knew about this. So all of the Pantone things, braids, I guess. Excuse me. All the Pantone braids were on sale. There weren't very many left. This was like one of 2 that I was maybe interested in, but I didn't want to buy a ton of yarn, so I only got, I only got this one. I have hiccups now. I only got this one. So this one is called Green Meadow, and the example picture is of scales, which I know my wife will enjoy. So it's like greens and teals and grays that all kind of go together. And my plan is to make another one of these beanies. That's why I brought it out here, the Peaks beanie, because I really liked this one, and this was out of the same yarn. Probably with a little bit longer ribbing, because this one doesn't have very long ribbing. But I think if I make this in these colors, my wife is more likely to wear it, so I'm going to do that. And it was only $4 for the whole thing. It's usually $8. And this is the bamboo one, so it's a little bit softer. Yeah, so it's 60% acrylic, 20% nylon, 20% viscose from bamboo, so that'll be interesting to work with, and it was a cheap hat regardless. And then in the clearance section. I'm such a fucking sucker for clearance stuff. Sorry, I keep checking my time because I don't know when my wife's getting home. And I just feel so weird about her coming home when I'm talking to the camera. So these we had seen a while ago, and because my wife is still learning how to crochet and she has not done it much, she made that little like jellyfish thing that we got a kit for, and I was like, you know what, I think if I get more of like those kind of things, she'd be more likely to do it because it's small and satisfying and it's cute. So we had seen these before, and now they're on clearance. These are only $2.97, so like $3. I don't really know, what is this supposed to be? I just thought this was cute. Oh, they're little cacti. So these, they're called, each one, the Red Heart and Amigurumi, each one makes 2. So this one's little cactus people with pants and a dress. I'm trying to pull the tag off so that you can actually see both of them. Although it looks like this might be knit, and I thought it was crochet, but I guess I'm wrong. Unless they do both. But anyway, these cute little cactus people. And then, of course, this one's for me. Kind of weird looking bees. But I love bees so much. If I can find like crochet patterns for these, then I'll give them to her, but if not, I'll keep them for myself and I'll make them. Mermaids, of course the tag's on top of one of them, but yeah, little mermaids. And then sugar skulls. So that's good for Halloween. So yeah, it was a good deal. Couldn't pass up a good deal. I don't want to talk about it. And what else? I still have more pins coming in the mail. And I'll get a darn good yarn this month, which doesn't count as buying yarn because I got a subscription for Christmas. So it's not the same. Yeah. So the other thing I wanted to talk about is last week I started a new medication, and that is I am taking antidepressants now. And the one that I'm taking specifically helps with depression, anxiety, and insomnia. So I will be adjusting to that, and I don't know how it's going to go, but for now, it seems to be going pretty well. I feel really good. I've been sleeping again, which is incredible. And I've been able to feel kind of decent for the first time in a while. I mean, obviously I had the energy to do all of this. I've been hanging out with people more. I don't know. It just, things are kind of looking up, and I'm really, really glad because I was having a hard time. And work is honestly really hard right now, so it's good that I now have the support. And I have a really good doctor, and I'm really happy with my doctor because that was scary to go to the doctor for the first time in ages. But I felt very respected. I felt very heard, and I'm definitely looking forward to continuing to work with her. Is that like the right term? I don't know. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to continuing to work on my health with her because she is a great doctor. So, without further ado, here's the ridiculous time lapse that I took of the 3-day process it took to clean out this area, get this furniture put together, and then organize all of my things. And then I'll come back at you with like a quick little overview of what I've at least done so far, even though it is a complete mess around here right now. So catch you on the flip side of that. Hopefully I'll have some good music for you to listen to. So I'm taking you back a little bit so you can see the mess of an area. So you can see the mess of an area that's going on right now. So here you go. That's where I was just filming. So my fish tank is now over here. If y'all have been wondering how the fish is doing, let's come down here. Here's, oh, there went Gary. So Andy's right here. Hi, Andy. Can you see him? Oh. Yeah, and then Gary's on top of there. They're both very much still alive and doing fine. I actually just cleaned out their water yesterday because we've been having some algae growth problems, but yeah. Healthy and happy little boys. I do need to replant the top because there's one little section that is not full, but the middle section is full of celery microgreens. And then this is radish microgreens that I need to harvest because they're done. Ah, my earring is caught. Got these little deers. They're upside down. All right, so. And then, of course, this is a mess. This is my coffee station that you used to see in the background of all my videos. This is a mess because all the painting supplies to paint that goddamn coffee table are all just kind of chilling out here because I don't want to put them away right now. This is still the same. I'm probably getting rid of this chair that Stitch is sitting on. This is my favorite sun hat that I just got this year. And now we're here! So there used to be a huge desk, and that's what I was sitting on when I filmed my original videos. And it was falling apart. It was not doing me any favors. So I decided it was time to get rid of that. So I found this. If you are interested in getting one, I don't know if this is 100% the one. It was only $100, so I can't complain too much, but it has its problems. Assembling it, as you saw in that video, was a process. The first few steps were fine, and then it got to the point where you had to put this top piece on, and it was like hell. It was hell. It was pretty heavy too. I had to help the UPS guy get it into my house, but the bigger pieces, like the tabletop and the sides and the top piece and bottom pieces, they're actually hollow, so it's not as heavy as you may think it is. But the reason that I picked this one over like the IKEA one or any of the other ones that I saw was it has storage on the end, and it has storage underneath, and it has storage on the top. So there's plenty of space, to say the least. I also started getting some other little things to kind of dress the area. I've had the head for a while, but I got these little guys, and I just have my hand spun yarn that I already have in skeins here. I'm really excited to be able to use my sewing machine on here. And then I got those little light balls, which were a pain to get hanging, and they're probably not going to stay because of the pain. Yeah. Yeah, this is probably not the final form of organization, but I did organize, like, that section in the front here is all my sock yarn, and then this is other, like, nicer yarn that I have, but then down here, these are, like, things that I have project plans for. This is sewing stuff, and then in the bottom are 2 bins of like acrylic-y type yarn that I don't necessarily have a plan for, but I have. And then there's also a rug that I might put out. I haven't decided yet. And that's my lunch meat that I'm gonna go eat now because I'm still hungry. But yeah, so like all in all, I'm pretty excited about this thing. I still want to get seating for it. This is a kitchen chair. Like this is my kitchen table chair. I really want a little like stool to sit on because when I'm sewing and stuff, I don't like to lean back anyway. So it would be good to have a stool to kind of rest on and be able to sit on while I'm sewing, but not be obtrusive. If you like this video, then please like, comment, let me know how you're feeling this week, subscribe, share with your friends, and hopefully I'll see you next week, but we'll see. All right, bye guys.